Good morning. I am about to cook breakfast, trying to set everything up and, hopefully get all the cameras up. Hey, you got the camera rolling? Yeah, boss. Trying to put the camera on. Don't worry, we won't be late. Slowly getting there. Okay, we're ready. Okay, we're gonna move to my phone because something happened to the camera. All the intro just to be cut off because the camera doesn't work anymore. I charged the battery. The battery is starting to give out, so I'm gonna have to review that footage and see where it cut off and whatever I spoke about. So I'm gonna reiterate. I'm going to reverse and say everything again. First meal that I've ever cooked and how it started with my cooking. What? Think it's too early. There's no breakfast yet. Oh, my love for cooking. My first meal that I've ever made was chicken adobo. And who taught me how to cook? Google. I just looked it up, like what are the ingredients, and I had the ingredients at home, and I just read, followed the instructions, and made it. That eventually, when I wanted other meals, cuisines, whatever, I would just read through them, and then I would just kind of like experiment, add some stuff, change some stuff, put more stuff, put less stuff, based on your liking. And so that's how I cook now. That if I want something, I just look at something, look at what I have, and look at the ingredients, and then just wing it. And then, there's always the two tastes in betweens, the cooking. That's how I learned how to cook. That's how my cooking career started. I have thought, in college, there was a culinary school here before. My husband wanted me to go in it, but I was kind of shy. I didn't like being criticized. I don't want to hurt my feelings. But so far, anyone who has tasted my cooking has been very, very grateful, and they really liked my cooking. I would say my family. I don't think I've cooked anyone outside my family. But family meaning there's Morel, Roxanne, my two best friends. There's my sister-in-law. Oh, actually, three of them. Three of my sister-in-laws. Yeah, Noel's wife, Roma's wife, and then my husband's sister. My brother-in-law, my husband's brother. They all like my cooking. And my little brother, Noel, every time I cook, he exaggerates. Like, he makes it sound like it was the best thing in the world. But, it feels so good for me to hear it. But yeah, I try to cook, even the simple things. Okay, while that is crisping for a while, we will go ahead and cut our onions and garlic. So I guess I need to go buy I love my camera though. But it has been a while. It's been so long. It's a very old camera. Like since high school, college? It's my senior year and into college. So definitely gonna need to invest in a new camera. There's a lot of things I need to invest in since I started this YouTube journey. When I restarted this YouTube again, I only had 9 followers. Now we have 15, guys. Definitely need to celebrate even the small things, celebrate all the small things because, it's so different from when you started. There is that growth. Celebrate all your growths. What is my hardest meal to cook? Or it's a meal that's very challenging for me that I have not even mastered to this day. I want to say it's tocino. If you don't know what tocino is, I would go ahead and show up a picture right here. Get it, editor. So tocino is so hard for me, so that's why I'd rather just buy the already processed tocino. But my mom, she makes tocino from scratch, from making it. Like she buys the whole pork shoulders, and then she has to douse it in like garlic, and then she has to mix it with salt and sugar. So for me, when I make tocino, I don't know if I'm putting too much sugar or too much salt because it comes out really hard. Like the salt and sugar is not balanced, so they always come out really hard, and I hate it. Because I love tocino. My brothers and I, we love tocino. My husband, since meeting me, he loves tocino. And that's what he would always request from my mom. My mom would ask what would we want for dinner, or what we want in general for food. And yeah, James would always say tocino. And it was something I wanted to, because, you know, my husband likes it. And of course I want to try and make it for him. But so far I did it twice and still didn't get it right. And I just haven't tried again. When I was in high school, I wasn't much of a cooker, but it was more of baking. I love to bake because it was so easy. But the hard part was I didn't have an oven. Growing up, I had a toaster oven. You know how small those things were. So I would always make these cookies. They were called crinkled cookies. Oh my gosh! Like I would use those. I would bake as gifts instead of buying gifts and whatnot. I would bake and then use it as gifts. Like go through brownies, cookies. But my famous, not famous ones, but my well-known ones that I've always used for youth, for parties, for cell group and all that stuff was crinkle cookies. James in high school, he would always request for a cookie, and he would always request it to be in the shape of a heart. That, my gosh, no, I cannot. James would always request to have his cookie in the shape of a heart, but I don't have the molds to do that. So I would try, put it in the shape of a heart. It would be so perfect. Put it in the oven, comes out of the oven, and you know how it expands. So it looks like an explosion of a heart or diarrhea. But yeah, I was more of a baking I was more into baking than cooking at the time. It was easier for me. Very easy ingredients and very easy instructions. So yeah. But even till this day, I love to bake. And the fact that now, when James and I first got married, our first year together, we were renting at a house and it had an oven. So, girl, your sister was experimenting on any types of food. So instead of like cooking through oil and whatever, and also I had an air fryer. Air fryer was so nice. I would put chicken wings, spray it with some oil, put some gochujang. Please tell me if I'm saying that correctly. It's the spicy Korean paste. And then some honey, and then you would get some spicy honey barbecue. Or if you want to add garlic, you can have the garlic in it. And yeah, instead of just your regular frying, I did a lot of food I made a lot of food using the air fryer and the oven. You know, just to stay away from the whole dunking food into oil and whatnot. What is a food that I would like to try make? There's this one soup. It's called sopas. I have been wanting to make it in so long, since I got married, because I love sopas when it's a rainy day, like a very heavy rainy day and it's cold, and you have nice sopas that's hot and warm and you're just like getting warmed up. But I still have not made sopas. I would get all the ingredients, but I use the ingredients for other kind of food. Then I just forget, like, I haven't made it yet. I really want to make sopas. So let's move away from food and cooking. Let's talk about what? I usually don't write a script because I want it to be as spontaneous as possible. Because the more I talk, the more ideas or something pops up into my head. You know, and we can talk about it. But right now, because I have not had breakfast yet. See, I can't even speak right. Because I haven't had breakfast yet, my mind is not minding right now. I may keep repeating myself. Yeah, so this is kind of hard. So I have never taken videos in our kitchen. This is mom's kitchen. And it's just not a lot of space, not a lot of lighting. So you're only staying in one place because that's where the nice lighting is at. The light's on that side. There's no light on this side. All is the fresh light, but then it's covered. You hear the rooster? It's saying to wake up now. Yeah, I'm trying to make breakfast. Let's do some eggs. I almost forgot the cheese. Oh, I got a question. Are you a breakfast person? Because I wasn't a big breakfast person. I mean, growing up in elementary, my mom would always have breakfast ready for us, and I always had a hard time trying to eat them. But yeah, like I was never a morning. I was never a morning person. Every time if I was to eat breakfast, it's not that much. I don't eat a lot of breakfast. I mean, I don't eat like a full plate of breakfast. And I'm not like an actual breakfast, like the whole toast bread, orange juice. No, I'm a Filipino breakfast. I'm a rice with some like sunny side up or some Vienna sausage or hot dogs, and then with coffee or tea. If anything, I'm just okay with one bowl of cereal and I'm good for the day. But the thing with breakfast is every time I do eat breakfast, my hunger later for lunch becomes too early, that I get really hungry, my stomach starts hurting. But if I don't have breakfast, I can last until 1 o'clock or even 3 until I get off work, and then I'll eat. So that's basically brunch, but at like 3, 4 o'clock, that's basically dinner. So that's why this doesn't go away, because my eating schedule or my meal schedules are kind of off. Okay, let's put this egg into the pan. We're not putting salt in the eggs because the Spam is going to do the saltiness for that, and the cheese. And we're trying to like lessen the salt for my son. Please don't judge my omelet. I just recently learned how to make them. It's the flipping part that just like drives me crazy. But yeah, so breakfast is not really my favorite meal of the day. I'm more of a dinner. So I know they said to have a big breakfast because it's the important meal of the day, and then a medium lunch, and then a very tiny dinner. No, I'm the opposite. No breakfast, no lunch, big dinner. So my son loves these omelets. That's why my husband always requests for omelets, because my son, he's not a picky eater, but I guess just like me, he has a hard time enjoying breakfast. Like, it's a very short breakfast time. Like, he gets full and not eat food so fast. Told you it wasn't perfect. I broke the egg. And please don't come at me. I'm using a metal spatula, steel spatula on a non-stick. I know a lot of mothers are gonna say, "Don't scratch this non-stick on your cookingware." My cookingware, we're okay. But my mom will tell me, "Don't do that, don't do that." I'm just like, let me have my own beads. Yeah. So if we have backside driver? She meant backseat driver. Yeah, I have backside cooking. Backseat cooker. That's why I'd rather cook by myself. No one tells me this. I like to just cook, make my food, eat. Ooh, I'm not showing you that one because that's broken. I'll show you a more perfect one. So yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not a perfect cook and whatnot. I'm more of a learn as we go kind of gal. But you know, as long as my husband and my baby is fed, we are square. And I don't know how my mom cooks, but when my mom cooks, she cooks like she's the Flash. When I cook, I take a while. Like, I don't know if it's my mind still trying to make sure I have all the ingredients, and me doing it, you know, step by step of man. Like, oh, my mom be like, "Okay, let me go make dinner." And it's like 4 o'clock. I kid you not, probably like around 4:30, 4:45, food's ready. If I was to start cooking at 4 o'clock, food would be ready at 6. No, that's too long. 5 at least, or 5:30. Yeah, I'll take a while. When I try flipping it, it's either the egg got cooked too well and it breaks, or the cheese starts rolling away from the inside. I don't know what's happening today. All my omelets are breaking. Is it because my omelets are shy from you? Like, because I'm trying to show you guys? Like, it's okay. Food is food. What's your favorite fast food chain? Here in American Samoa, we only have just, you know, a couple, and then all family-owned food chains here. Fast food chains here in American Samoa, we have McDonald's, yes. We have CJ's. I don't know if it's the East or the West, okay, but I believe in another place it's called Hardee's. Yeah, so we have CJ's and McDonald's. What are your favorites? Here we have We used to have a, oh, sorry. We used to have, what the frick is that place called? We used to have Pizza Hut and KFC. And then, I don't know the history. And then it just turned into a local business. It's called Tropical Chicken and Tropical Pizza. I was not a big pizza fan. I would only eat one slice of pizza and I would be good. But ever since pregnancy, I don't know. My son liked pizza when he was in my tummy, so that's all I wanted. But what he really craved for, what I really craved for during pregnancy was anything crunchy, really. So like katsu was one of them. But the thing was, fried chicken, I don't know what it was, I couldn't down it. I was more of a evening sickness instead of a morning sickness. So good thing once it hits 4 o'clock, I would start, you know, feeling sick and wanting to constantly puke. So I usually get off work at 3:30, but my husband gets off at 4. That's why by the time my husband would try to rush to go back home, because it's either I would need to eat. So I wasn't sensitive to smell, like really bad, like perfumes and all that. But the one smell that I could not handle was garlic, the cooking of garlic. But it's so funny that I love garlic. I love the smell of cooking garlic. But when I was pregnant, nope. Take the garlic a break. Don't smell garlic when pregnant. Like, garlic was a no-no for me when I was pregnant with Aiden. I would say I was picky with food because I didn't eat a lot of food. A lot of crunchy, that's for sure. So katsu chicken, because it was crunchy. Fried chicken, I don't know why it didn't work, but I didn't like fried chicken. Fried tilapia fish, that was the best. I think that's what I had the most eating, was fried tilapia. Oh, when I went to San Diego, I tried Wingstop. Wingstop, Raising Cane's. My brother took me and my sister. They took me to go try them chicken wings and stuff. Hardly any much of chicken wing stop places here. They're probably just like a side order. Like for example, at CJ's they have chicken wings. Yeah, McDonald's have mighty wings. You know what I didn't do? I didn't make the fried potato. We'll probably do that later, because this needs to be ready because my son eats this, and so he can start eating. Because the fried potatoes are for daddy. So for reals though, none of these omelets look like omelets. I don't know what it was. I guess because I'm doing a video and it's just like, oh well, it's still gonna get eaten. We're gonna go ahead and start doing the onions for the garlic rice. Let's get to it. So a lot of you guys have been asking when am I gonna start doing a cover, because a lot of videos have been going up but none have been about singing. Don't worry, hopefully this week or next week I'll be doing a cover. Feels weird doing a cover without my actual guitar. My guitar broke. I'll show you a picture right here of what happened to my guitar. I just realized that last omelet didn't have cheese. I suck at multitasking and they call me a woman. My guitar broke. Story for that one was, so we're supposed to do a special for church. The day before we're supposed to do the special, I wanted to just practice just a little bit of the song. And when I took my guitar out of its case, how do you say this? Like the neck kind of snapped. So I don't know how it happened because it was in a case, a very hard case. I'll show you the case. The devil was saying, nope, you're not singing tomorrow. But I was like, psych, devil, we're still gonna sing. Even though my hands were gonna hurt. Because my hands, I don't know what or how it started. I guess it's because I gained weight. But I can't hold a cord for too long. They said it was carpal tunnel, but it's not carpal tunnel. So I can't hold things too long. I can't feel the cords. They start getting numb. They start getting tingly. They start getting hurt. Like, I get like knuckle bruises like from time to time. So I don't know. I don't know. If you are in the medical field, let me know. But from what I know, it's not carpal tunnel. It's something. It's something. I'd rather use my guitar because my guitar, I buy light strings. And the neck of my guitar is very thin. So I don't have to really stretch my fingers and strain them. So I'm more comfortable with them. But on that day of that first special, I literally had to take a break. It was starting to get numb. So I just told my brother, just go ahead and play the drums, fill it in. But I take a minor break just to have some feeling around my fingers again. So for garlic rice, we usually use a day-old rice. This is from last night's dinner rice. It wasn't finished, so we're gonna use it. Blessed assurance, deliverance. Jesus is mine. Oh, what a savior. I probably don't know the lyrics. Talking about guitar. Oh, no popping, please. Please. Talking about guitar. Who taught me how to play guitar? My sister, Ate Donna. She taught me how to play guitar. She taught me the basic chords of G, C, minor D. And the song that she taught me how to play was Jesus, lover of my soul. Jesus, I will never let you go. Because it was a very easy changed pace of chords. So that's the song that she taught me. That's how I learned how to play guitar. And for those who I did teach how to play guitar, was the exact same song. And then my mentor, Autry, she has broadened my knowledge of guitar chords. She's the one who taught me how to do the breakdowns of G to E minor C. And then, what's the other breakdown? I believe it was a C. C to A minor F? Sorry, I don't usually use that breakdown, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. But I know it's a C breakdown. It's a C to an A minor. I don't know if it's a G or a D that ends in it. But yeah, oh my gosh, I can hear all my friends like, you're fake! You're fired! So after that, once I learned those basic chords, and then the breakdown, I just started playing around with it. And that's how I just started learning how to play guitar. But I'm very basic when I play guitar. Yeah, just go to Ultimate Guitar, get the chords and whatnot. But my brothers, Romel and Noel, like, if they really want to learn a song to its original way of how to play it, like, they would learn it. They actually know how to read. Oh, well, I don't know about Noel, but Romel, he taught himself how to read the notes, tabs, more like tabs for guitar. And yeah, like Romel, he would play all these different songs, and it's so nice. He got the talent and all that. He used to be our church drummer, and not only are we very musically inclined, we all know how to sing, my brothers and I. We all take turns in whatever instrument and singing. Breakfast is ready. I didn't do the potatoes. Sorry, Daddy. We can do that probably for dinner. But let me go ahead and put them on the table and I'll show you. Okay, so that's what we have. The garlic rice. And then we have our messed up omelets for today. I don't know what happened that it didn't want to perfect itself. But yeah, this is what we're having for breakfast. Well, it's at the end of the video and you know what to do. Just engage. Please subscribe, like, comment, share my video. Okay. I'm gonna eat breakfast now. Bye-bye.